Why Every Independent Woman Should Read. Convenience Store Woman by Sayaka Murata. Have you ever been asked, when are you getting married? Don't you think it's time to settle down? You're still doing that job? At first, they're just questions. Then they become expectations. And before you know it, you start wondering if there's something wrong with you. If you're a woman in your late 20s, 30s, or beyond, single building your own life, or simply choosing a path that doesn't look like everyone else's, then this book might hit you harder than you expect. Because Convenience Store Woman isn't really about a convenience store. It's about every woman who has ever been made to feel like her happiness isn't enough. Part 1. The woman society couldn't understand. Meet Keiko Furukura. She's 36 years old. She's worked in the same convenience store for 18 years. She isn't climbing the corporate ladder. She isn't married. She doesn't have children. And the strangest part? She's perfectly happy. The convenience store gives her peace. Every shelf has its place. Every customer follows familiar patterns. Every beep of the cash register feels like music. For Keiko, this isn't just a job. It's the one place where she finally understands the world, and where the world finally makes sense. But society doesn't see that. It only sees a woman who has failed. Part 2. The pressure. Every woman knows. No one asks Keiko, "Are you happy?" Instead, they ask, "Why aren't you married? Why are you still working part time? Don't you want a real career?" The more people question her life, the more she begins performing a version of herself that everyone else will accept. And that's where this story stopped feeling fictional to me. Because how many women have smiled politely, changed the subject, or pretended they wanted something, simply because it made everyone else more comfortable? Sometimes the hardest thing isn't being different, it's pretending you're not. Part 3. The most heartbreaking part. Then enters a man named Shiraha. He's selfish, lazy, judgmental. Yet Keiko realizes that simply having a man in her life makes everyone stop asking questions. Think about that. Not because she's happier, not because she's loved, but because society finally sees her as normal. That realization is devastating. It asks a painful question. Do people really care about your happiness? Or do they just want your life to fit a familiar template? Part 4. The love story nobody talks about. Ironically, the greatest love story in this novel isn't between Keiko and a man. It's between Keiko and the convenience store. While everyone dismisses it as a temporary job, Keiko sees beauty. She notices the rhythm of customers, the timing of deliveries. She finds purpose in ordinary work. And somehow, that feels more genuine than many romances I've read. Part 5. Why this book is so emotional. Many people call this book funny. And yes, there are moments that make you laugh. But they're the kind of laughs that catch in your throat. Because beneath the awkward humor lies something deeply sad. Watching someone slowly believe that who they truly are isn't enough. The most heartbreaking part isn't that Keiko is different. It's that everyone keeps trying to fix her, even though she was never broken. Part 6. Why every girl should read this book. I don't think every woman should read this book because she'll relate to Keiko's life. Most won't. She's unique. She sees the world differently. But every woman will recognize something else. The pressure to explain your choices. The feeling that no matter what you've achieved, someone still thinks you're incomplete. This book gently asks something we've forgotten to ask ourselves. What if success isn't marriage? What if success isn't a promotion? What if success is simply waking up every morning and loving the life you've chosen? Final thoughts. Convenience store woman is quiet. It's uncomfortable. It's beautifully strange. It doesn't give easy answers. Instead, it holds up a mirror, not to Keiko, but to us, to the way we judge people, to the boxes we expect women to fit into, to the invisible rules we rarely question. Maybe the real problem was never Keiko. Maybe the real problem is a world that only knows how to celebrate one version of a successful woman. And perhaps that's why this little novel has touched millions of readers around the world. Because somewhere inside Keiko's quiet life, many of us find a part of ourselves. If you've ever felt pressured to live someone else's version of happiness, this isn't just a book worth reading. It might be a book you'll never forget.